any of the mothers of your children?
No.
To ask why? Why not?
Why'd I need to?
Well, because according to the article, the woman who says that you paid for her to have an abortion is also the mother of one of your children. It seems like that's an easy way to...
Because of the article, I had more kids. That's why I didn't reach out to anyone, because I said no, and that's what I mean. When I said no, I said it's not correct, that's a lie. And that's what I mean, that's a lie.
But if the woman said that
Yes, let me go to her.
Thank you. You said that if this did happen, there's nothing to be ashamed of. How do you
Wait, I never said
You said that this morning on you.
No, what I said, I was talking about something totally different.
Herschel Walker peppered with more questions at a press conference. For some reason, he decided to stand in front of microphones. I thought it was just him that didn't really know how to do this, but apparently his campaign team doesn't either, because one person should have said, hey, Herschel, let's leave. You know, you don't have to do this. You still get talked about, but walk away. Either way it goes, he got peppered with these questions over this ongoing scandal when it comes to the woman who came forward with receipts claiming that he told her to get an abortion after they'd conceived and also paid for it. Receipts. You guys know about this, but there was one hook there. That second reporter asked him questions about, this morning you said if this had happened, I was gonna say there's nothing to be ashamed of. Remember what he just said? He goes, that never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. I was talking about something else. Herschel Walker has never seen a sentence that or accusation that he's not willing to lie about, or at least prepare himself to lie about. Because it's just a blatant, I never said that. He was on the Hugh Hewitt show that same morning. Just listen to what he said.
Is there anything you need to be forgiven for vis-a-vis a woman whose name we do not know? Do you know who this woman is, and do you need to be forgiven?
That would be told. I know nothing about any woman having an abortion. And well, that's what's so funny. And I'm saying I've been forgiven because of all the things I did. And if that had happened, I would have said it, because there's nothing to be ashamed of there. You know, people have done that, but I know nothing about it. And if I knew about it, I would be honest and talk about it. But I know nothing about that.
If it had happened, I would have let you guys know there's nothing to be ashamed of. You know, I've been redeemed, he said before as well. These are these slight miniature admissions of guilt. I mean, it's not even guilt, it's what happened, but it's guilt for them because of how much they've been preaching that anyone who actually supports women's rights of their own choice is an evil person who worships Satan. That's just their line. So when, of course, you get caught in that same group, you have to say it never happened. And in fact, if it had happened, if I had on the outside chance actually done this, it's not actually that bad. Only when I did it. Everyone else, still evil, still Satan. Liar. So he denied that. He was talking about something else. Apparently not. There's more that he had issue with, because the lieutenant governor down there in Georgia, he ain't too happy with him either. He's a Republican, but he's sick and tired of this. He was talking more this morning. We don't even have that clip. But he was asked about other criticisms from that lieutenant governor. And Herschel Walker, he has a weird way of talking. I think you guys realize that. But these reporters had no idea where he was going with this answer. Watch.
Herschel, the Lieutenant Governor, Jeff Duncan, went on TV, I think last night, and had some very critical words of you, saying that the Republican Party was in disarray.
Yes.
I think his direct quote, paraphrasing it, was the only reason he's the Republican nominee is because he scored a lot of touchdowns for the University of Georgia.
Now, who was it you said did that?
Jeff Duncan.
Oh, what is he doing now?
Lieutenant Governor.
Yeah, but I don't know, what is he doing now? He does work for who? Don't he go on some TV show all the time? No, don't he go on the TV and talk a lot?
He's still the
No, don't he go on TV and talk a lot?
Herschel Walker confused those folks there when he's talking about the Lieutenant Governor, Jeff Duncan, criticizing him, saying he's only the Republican nominee because he ran for a bunch of touchdowns. He said, who is he now? But people are so used to Herschel not knowing what he's talking about or who he's talking about. They went, he's the Lieutenant Governor. Who does he work for now? He works for the state of Georgia. But I mean, I'm talking about how he's on TV. Who does he talk with all the time now? They're like, cameras? I don't know, what are you talking about? He thinks he had this gotcha moment where he's like, this guy's always on TV. He's just trying to spot off and say things. That's the point he was trying to make, but he can't make that direct point. Instead, he thinks it's a roundabout. Who is he again? And he thought people would go, oh, he's that lieutenant governor who's always on TV. No one, we can't read your mind, bro. I think this is me trying to read his mind. So I guess that's why I'm spiraling too, because none of it makes any sense. What do you think of the fact that he dogged you out? That's the question. Not, isn't he always on TV? Dogging you out. He was on TV again too. I saw it this morning. The lieutenant governor is very upset. In fact, he even said Donald Trump is losing is what got us to this point. It makes you wonder at what point are folks going to start realizing this within this party? They already knew it, but now that it's all exposed in public, now is the time to go ahead and bail. They won't because they can't because Donald Trump still supports this guy. And if you don't support Donald Trump, you are not in the party anymore. It's MAGA. I've been wanting to. I wonder what you guys think. Because I tweeted this yesterday. I think Herschel should just walk away. It's about over. He shouldn't go to that debate. He's been dodging them before that with Senator Warnock, but he should just walk away now. It could only get worse. He's not preparing for anything to say anything better than this. It's time to roll. It's time to move on.